Hello, welcome to the Two Chicks Homestead Podcast. We are the Two Chicks. Yay!
Hi, I'm Nate.
And I'm Erin, and we talk about homesteading and living on a small piece of land.
All right, everyone. Welcome to episode 53.
Yep.
March 8th,
Yep.
2023.
Yes.
So we've had a very busy week. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
You and I have been going nonstop. We got a whole bunch of stuff done.
Yeah, it's like the homesteading life has come back.
Yeah, spring's here.
That's true.
Spring is officially here, and we are going to hit the ground running.
Yeah.
So we, last weekend, 2 weeks ago, we did a rabbit processing class. So
Yes.
we didn't talk about this. We just posted it in our local group and said, hey, anybody want to come by and learn how to process some rabbits?
Yeah, this wasn't a charged thing. People weren't coming to take one home with them. We didn't have enough for that.
Right.
But we had talked to enough people that were interested in at least just seeing it done.
Yep.
And we did offer people to try and do it, and there was a couple. One person.
Yeah, one person jumped on the fact. The others just kind of watched it being done.
Yeah, which is fine.
Yeah. I mean, it's an easy thing to do once you get down the road, but it's getting past that step.
Yeah. And you can only watch YouTube and get so much from it.
Right.
Without, being at somebody's house and being able to ask a question right there and, walk around and see it from different angles is helpful.
Exactly. So we had 6 people show up. Furthest was about 2 hours away.
Yeah.
I drove up from the Champaign area. That's actually the owner that we got cotton candy from.
Yes.
She came up and wanted to kind of see our setup and kind of learn it because she's not currently doing meat rabbits, I don't think.
I'm not sure.
But we got set up and everybody showed up. I mean, it's not much beforehand setup on that. It's not like a chicken class.
No.
So you just have the hopper popper and the hopper hanger and some good set of knives and you're good to go.
Yeah, and as usual, it's really cool to watch our 9-year-old stand up in front of all these big hunter guys, and go into town about everything she knows about rabbits and rabbit keeping and cooking and all that stuff.
Exactly. So we started it off, we had everybody get here about noon. Then we started it off going over the enclosures and any questions they had on raising them. Mm-hmm. And we let our oldest just go to town and explain what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
And if she couldn't answer it, you and I were right there to back her up.
Yeah.
So, and she had a blast. Like, that is her element.
Yes, that is what she will do. She will be some kind of speaker or teacher or something.
Yeah. I mean, she definitely knows her stuff when it comes to this, but she doesn't want to admit it that she knows this stuff.
Yeah, that's all right. I mean, I think she's still in that age where she's unsure, but still sure, but... she'll argue with me about the dumbest things, but yet...
Oh, yeah. and I'll be trying to explain something to everybody, and then she'll pipe in with...
Oh, yeah, with the ending.
Yeah, it's like, come on, people, come on, just let me finish. I was setting it up, and nope, you gotta...
You've seen Merida. She does the same thing to her dad.
Oh, yeah.
Where she gives away the best part of the story.
Yeah, that's true. It's just kids. So we went through the outside and the inside setup. So the outside cages, inside cages, water system that we use, gestation period, expectations, pros, cons, and then we went through and actually processed 6 of them.
Yep.
So where everybody could see how it's done, go step by step, from dispatch to skinning to cleaning to getting on ice to what parts you want to keep and what parts you can feed to other animals and what parts we just let the coyotes have. So it's it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, one of the ladies took home 2 of the hides because her kids want to practice tanning them, which was really cool. I mean, we weren't going to do anything with them right now.
Yeah, it's about halfway, we're starting to process the first one, and she's like, hey, you guys aren't going to use the hide. Can I have it? So we gave her the hide and the head. I mean, so she could do a brain tan on it.
Yeah.
Off of 2 of them. And, into a garbage bag they go, and she's all set.
Yeah.
So it was kind of cool to see that.
Mm-hmm.
And then we got all the rabbit feet, so we will have rabbit feet on the Etsy page coming up here pretty soon.
Yep.
Those are in their solution right now, getting ready. And
we'll probably also be having ears. We might put the ears on Etsy. I don't know. It depends on how fast they sell in person.
Yep, we got
dehydrated ears.
Yeah, dehydrated ears for pet treats.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna offer those up locally first, and then if they don't go locally, then we'll throw them on the Etsy page.
Yep.
But yeah, it was a lot of fun, very informational. I went through step by step on 2 rabbits, and then once I finished those 2, I asked everybody, does anybody else here want to process one?
Mm-hmm.
And go start to finish? And we had 2 people kind of pipe up and say they would maybe do it, but they kind of wanted to hold off a little bit. One person really jumped in, and he wanted to do it. He's never processed anything before, just kind of wanted to see how it is. Mm-hmm. And he did the first one, and I walked him through it, just kind of standing there, making sure he's making the right cuts, and, so it's not going to go, it's not unusable for us. Mm-hmm. And then he got done with that one, and then he did 3 more.
Yeah.
So he ended up doing all leftover rabbits. Everybody else kind of wanted to step back and just kind of hang out and chit-chat.
Yeah.
So we got 3 done, and then once we got the 3 done, everybody else took off. And
I think that's kind of one of the neatest things, is that these people came together, and they didn't know each other before that day.
Right.
And so it is kind of exciting to know, you're my neighbor, in a sense.
Yeah.
You do the same thing. You're interested in the same thing. This isn't just us. We're not alone.
Right.
Because it's getting easier to talk about. Mm-hmm. But, I mean, for a while, it was a hard thing to, have be out there that we're killing animals to eat, right. And they're fuzzy bunny pets.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest aversion is the rabbits.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think about it, but
right.
It's a perfect homestead animal.
Yeah, so it's kind of neat to be able to bring, and that's what our goal was.
Yep.
We want to meet more people, and to be able to bring people together that they're going to meet more people, it's really cool. And for us not being people,
right,
it is still really invigorating and neat.
Absolutely. I mean, that's probably the best part of it. We met some people we had never met before. Mm-hmm. We met some people that we had met before, came and hung out for a while. And it's just seeing everybody chit-chat and talk and ask as many questions as they can.
And to put ourselves out there and have it happen.
Right.
Is awesome.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't charge anything for this, and we wanted to do that for a reason, because we're not sending anybody home.
Yeah, it's just
with anything. It's you want to come learn. Here's some knowledge, and if one person walks away from it wanting to do meat rabbits, that's enough to pay me, because I'm happy to hear that.
Because there's no competition in it. It's not like we're taking the market for. I mean, we're not selling the meat. It's not like we have customers we have to worry about.
Exactly. I did end up giving one of the rabbits to the guy that processed the 4, because I can't. I'm the type of person, I can't do that. Or if you're going to do a whole bunch of work, I got to give you something.
Yeah.
And everybody that showed up left with a tin of salve.
Yeah.
And then he took his rabbit home.
Yeah. Even though he probably was fine.
Oh, yeah.
Because he gained all that knowledge that no one can take away.
Right. And nobody's going to teach it. Like, you try and find a rabbit class.
Yeah.
You're not going to find one.
Well, it's putting yourself out there in a society that this is not acceptable for the
Right.
most part, that you're putting yourself out there going, I think I want to eat rabbits. Does anyone want to teach me?
Exactly.
And you're going to get 50 people going, okay, asshole, you know?
Yeah. Right. I mean, it's always the fun thing. I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So, but that was a rabbit class. I would definitely do that again. We have more kits coming
Yeah.
in a week or two.
I mean, I would like to get to a point where we can have a class charge and you take your rabbit home, just like with the chicken class. I mean, it's gonna work or it's not gonna work. I mean, people are
Right.
interested or they're not, but to at least be able to offer that at some point.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
So I'm hoping we'll see what this next batch brings. I'll probably post up because we only posted this in our Facebook group.
Yep, our local Facebook
local
group.
that we're gonna host this class, and it was like a week or two ahead of time. Just hey, here's the date. I'm gonna process rabbits. If you want to come by, come on over.
Yeah, the group is linked in our show notes. We are trying to keep it as
Local.
Illinois, mostly northern Illinois, but Illinois is Illinois.
Yeah.
I mean, southern Wisconsin is
Yeah.
probably fine,
Yeah,
but
so-
I mean, we do have questions that you answer before you come in, just so we don't have.
Yep.
It's just kind of nice. I mean, not that we want to lock out people from all over, because I know there's knowledge everywhere, but it's kind of nice to go into this group and be like, okay, you're nearby. I'm assuming you're
Right.
nearby-ish.
Yeah. And we have the Telegram group open for anybody.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
You know, you want to jump in on Telegram and come chit chat and do whatever, and you're all over. Awesome.
We do have Discord, but
Yeah.
there's not a whole lot going on over at Discord.
No, I haven't posted a whole lot there either. I know you haven't done much either, but it is what it is.
Yep.
So,
But staying on rabbits, I deboned a rabbit.
yes.
Which I kept saying was my first time, but on my Instagram, I have one that I did a couple years ago, I guess, but I blocked it out. I don't remember doing that.
I don't remember you doing it either.
But so I'm calling this as the first time that I remember doing it.
Yes.
But yeah, I watched a YouTube video and went through and did it, and at first it was like, this is a pain in the butt. I am never doing this again.
Mm-hmm.
Why am I doing this? But then we cooked with it,
Yes.
and it was worth it,
Yes.
because I made some dish, like a cheddar Ritz cracker dish that I'd made before, and it was good. But now I'm good for a while. Like, I had a taste for it, and now it's like, okay. But then we made orange rabbit,
Yes.
like from Panda Express.
Yes.
And it needs to be doubled next time, which would be a
Yes.
whole rabbit.
Because
It
we
was delicious.
we polished that off in like 3
That
bites.
was so good. And it was good because the girls squeezed fresh orange juice for it from our oranges. Or not from our oranges, but from oranges.
Yep.
So yeah, it was kind of a neat meal that it was easy.
Yeah,
And it was
probably
really
It was
good.
probably easier than the original
Yeah,
orange
we've
chicken
tried
that we did
making-
way back in the apartment.
Yeah, before kids, we spent 3 hours
Breading and
Oh
frying.
my god. So yeah, air fryers really are nice.
Yes, absolutely.
And if my ancestors had air fryers, they would probably use air fryers too.
Yep. So the oldest gobbled that up. I gobbled it up.
Yeah.
You gobbled it
And
up.
then, the little one, we don't
Yeah.
base anything off her because
Yeah.
she doesn't eat anything.
Just give her white rice pasta and a hot dog, and she's
Even the
content.
white rice tasted weird, she said that night, so I don't
Really?
even know what she ate. But she's still alive, so
I can't base it on anything.
no.
So she eats what she eats. I'm not gonna
Yep.
nitpick about it.
Yep. So that was delicious, and I do have that recipe on our Facebook page
Yes.
because that was really good.
Yep. We've had a few people ask us about it.
Yes.
It's
So that recipe alone is what will get me to debone another rabbit.
Yep. So we may have to do like 1 or 2 next time, so we can do a couple of meals of that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I need to double it because that was only a single, and that was not enough for us.
Yeah, absolutely. And then I wouldn't mind doing like a rolled roast or something out of a rabbit
Yeah,
one
something.
day.
Yeah.
But
And I found one too I was going to use was bacon wrapped
Mm-hmm.
rabbit nuggets in the air fryer again. So that'd probably be pretty good.
Yeah, can't go wrong with bacon.
I know. But we were watching Puss in Boots, so the oldest was requesting orange food
Yes.
because the cat is orange.
Yep.
And so I found the orange chicken.
Mm-hmm. And we just did rabbit because
Yeah.
we had rabbit.
Right. Oh, citrus floppy, I guess.
Exactly. Either way, it was delicious. I'd definitely do it again.
Yeah.
So, and then we had this weekend,
Yes.
which we're both really tired.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not yawning every other word.
I know. So, 7 o'clock Saturday, I walked outside, got a bunch of wood, threw it in the fire pit, and lit it, and started boiling sap.
Yes. And we had, 37 gallons?
37 and a half gallons of sap.
Which is a lot for us.
Yes.
That's a lot. It's not a lot.
Yeah, I think the first year was 20.
But it's a lot for us because we have limits of things that we can do.
Yes.
Because, you work during the week.
Mm-hmm.
We've got the 2 kids.
Yep. And you're not going to go start a bonfire and stir sap outside.
Oh, yeah. It's just not, it's just not, if I was here by myself and I had no one else to take care of, then probably.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Or once the girls get a little bit older.
yeah.
Be a little bit more fun. But yeah, we started our sap processing this weekend.
Yep.
And holy moly, that was a lot of work.
Yeah. Last time, so we've done this 3 years in a row.
Mm-hmm.
We've done it successfully twice.
Well, actually, we've
one
done
in
it
the middle.
4 years in a row.
Really?
Yeah, and we've only done it successfully twice.
Oh.
The second year...
Was the first year I tried to do it in the kitchen?
Yes.
Yeah.
The first year was the kitchen with a little tiny bit.
Yeah. Feels like half a gallon.
Yeah.
Half a gallon of sap trying to boil it down, and I got a cracker.
Yeah.
A burnt cracker
Yep.
on the bottom of my pan and sticky residue all over my kitchen.
Yep. So that was year 1. Year 2, we got about 20 gallons, I would say.
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And then we ended up with 2 quarts? 3 quarts?
I ended up with a quart that we kept, and then I
Yeah.
think we sold maybe an equivalent of a quart in little jelly jars.
Yeah. And that was... That
I've
was
got
good.
people asking already.
Yes.
So,
Yep. And so we do a kind of a oddball mix, and it's never the same because it depends on what we get.
yeah.
So we tap 5 trees total on our property, 1 black walnut and 4 maples, and we never know how much we're gonna get.
Right.
So this year we ended up with 37 and a half.
Because we stopped. We
Yes.
stop at a certain point.
Yes, because I have to boil the stuff down.
Right.
Last year we got probably 30 to 40 gallons, somewhere in that range. But we never got to process it because we had Living Free in Tennessee happen.
Yeah, life just got in the way, and we
Yeah.
kept going, we'll do it next weekend, we'll do it next weekend. Okay, we'll do it when we get back from Tennessee.
Yep.
And then the weekend after that, we went to go open it, and they were all...
Molded over.
Yeah, gross.
And, yeah.
And it had been really hot.
Yeah, it had
that
been 80s and 90s.
Yeah, and it was just like, you just don't really think about it until it's like, well, shoot.
Yep. So last year was a dud. This year, we got it done.
Yeah, we were on top of it.
So we started 7 o'clock on Saturday. I went till about 9 o'clock p.m. on Saturday night. Hung it up for the night. I got most of the stuff boiled down. I was down to roughly about 8 gallons in buckets left to boil down. And then today, or Sunday, I got the rest of it boiled down. And we have 1 stock pot outside right now that is probably 3 gallons, I would say. Roughly about 3 gallons. Somewhere between 2 and 3. And that is like the concentrated.
Yeah, it still has a little ways to go.
Yeah. So I'm hoping when we're all said and done, we might have about a gallon, which would be kind of nice because
That's a lot
yes,
for this syrup.
yes,
That's a lot because when we use it, we dip a spoon in it and like drizzle it
Yeah.
because you don't need it glopping all over because it's rich.
Yes. It's a very interesting taste with the black walnut in it. So we didn't get as much black walnut this time as we did the original time we mixed it together. So we only got about 4 gallons of black walnut and then 30 something, 33 and a half or something of the maple. So it's going to be a hint, but it's not going to be, I think, as strong as last time.
Yeah.
But it is a very good flavor. I like it. It goes good on pancakes, and it goes really good on bacon.
And with the bacon, yeah. When we cure the bacon, we use that.
So, yeah, it's a heck of a process, and we got really smart about it. So the first year we did like a 1 gallon jug on a tree or two.
Yeah, we did milk jugs.
Yeah, and we just like zip tied them to the spout, and then
would carry them back and fill a 5 gallon bucket, and then it was like,
yeah,
why don't we just put?
Yeah. Then the second year we did the first year is when we got the little tiny bit. I don't know what tree we tapped. I don't remember that. That was way back when. The second year is the year we did the gallon jugs. The third year is the year we got the 5 gallon buckets. And I went out and bought 10 5 gallon buckets. So that's 50 gallons. We didn't get anywhere near 50.
We probably could.
We could have. And then this year I went out and got another 10 because buckets get used for garbage cans or tools or chicken processing.
Rabbit guts.
Yep. So we went and got that. We got all the hose tubing, and then you got some new taps this year.
Yeah, we lost the taps. We don't know what happened to them. But yeah, taps from tapmytrees.com. And I thought when I was ordering them that they wouldn't get here until it was like late.
Right.
But they got here in under a week, few days.
You ordered them on a Saturday night and you got them here Monday afternoon.
Yeah, it was super fast. So they are not active on Facebook, but they are definitely still there.
Yeah.
And they're nice taps. And I feel better ordering them from a tapping company like out of Virginia. And then instead of like some cheap
Amazon
thing on Amazon, which I ordered a lot from I order a lot of stuff from Amazon, but sometimes I feel like I want quality things.
Yeah. So we'll talk about one thing we just ordered from Amazon.
Yeah.
That has to go.
Well, a couple. I mean, I ordered the new pans from there.
Yep. So yeah, we get the 5 gallon buckets. We drill a hole in the top for the tube, and then we get 1/2 inch lines coming off the taps into the top of the buckets. So it makes it really easy. The buckets can fill all the way up, and we do get that. We do get them overflowing.
Oh yeah, I open one up and they will splash over.
Yep. Sometimes they'll freeze overflowing and drip down the side.
Yep.
Because it's that time of year.
Yeah.
It's you want to tap a tree when it's in between that freezing and
and if it freezes in the
day.
buckets, it thaws.
Yeah, exactly. You take a little bit of the ice off, you call it a day. It works out really good. There's a lot less running back and forth, trying to fill stuff, making sure you have something underneath the tap at all times.
Yeah.
And we just, if it's full, we go get a new bucket, take the top off, put it on the new empty bucket, and grab the full bucket and put it in the garage. And we end up with a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
So that's worked out really good for us.
And we're not professionals. I mean,
No.
you have to, what are we calling that?
The skim.
Skim. Yeah. Skim the foam off. And we just use a strainer that we have.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure that there's sap skimmers that you can buy, but
I'm sure
this seems to work. I mean, we've had big long spoons that we bought years ago to mix. Those are nice.
Are worth their weight in gold.
So I got to get all this stuff on. I got to write something up and put it all together so it can just be a sap.
Yeah, we should do
thing.
that on the webpage. Have like a sap setup.
Yeah.
You know, take some of the photos that we've taken over the past couple days.
Like a seasonal page. Here's what you do in the spring.
Yep. That'll work. And then, yeah, it worked out really good for us this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then we ordered 2 new flat pans.
Yeah, which, I mean, I looked at the reviews. I don't even know where I even found them originally. But they're not for sap. But all the reviews showed people using it for sap. So they really worked. So I don't know if I posted those on Facebook yet or not. But
Yeah, they were stainless steel, if I remember.
Yeah.
And then they're about a 2-gallon capacity, which is enough.
But we had always done the turkey fryer, and it felt like it took forever because it's so deep.
Yeah.
And so we figured if we have a wider space that's not as deep, it will evaporate more. And I think it once we got it boiling,
it
did.
That was the biggest issue that we run into, is getting the fire hot enough, because we use wood, we don't do propane.
Yeah, which, I mean, a lot of the websites just say to use propane, but we feel like that seems like a lot of money. Like, maybe it's not, maybe it's just all in my head, but I feel like we're paying then to do this. We got it free from the tree.
Right.
We can use, what we have to make it
absolutely
more, I don't know.
And we'll burn a whole bunch of wood
or something. Yeah. We don't do a ton of fires.
No.
So, I mean, that wood needs to get used.
Right. And this is probably the one time a year where I go through a quarter of our stash of wood. Trees come down, we get trees trimmed. If stuff falls in the lane, I'll go back and grab it, cut it up, and bring it up here.
Yeah.
Or if we have, like last year, we had a tree trimmer come and do all 7 of our trees on our property.
Yeah.
And that is a lot of work.
And we pay the lower price because they don't haul it away. We deal with it.
Right. So we save, $600 a tree.
Yeah.
Of us doing it. And then we just reuse the wood for...
Yeah, we cut what we want and we drag the rest back to the burn pile out back.
Right. Yeah, all the leafy green stuff went back to the burn pile.
Yeah.
But all the like the thick branches and the stumps stayed here. And it worked out. It was all black walnut, maple, and I think oak.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, so I mean, we just feel like we can, we can just use what we have.
Right. And it's keeping things local.
Local, yeah.
On our property.
Yeah, I mean, just for our sake to know, okay, we used all the stuff that we already had to make this. We didn't spend $100 on propane, or whatever. I
mean, we spent probably $80 to $90 getting set up this year to do the sap, between buckets, hoses, taps, and we're not going to have that next year.
Yeah.
So
I don't think it was that much. I don't know. I have no idea how much all that stuff was.
Well, I mean, it was my trip to Menards to tap my trees. So, getting the buckets, getting the hoses.
Yeah, maybe.
Even if it's $60, it's still stuff for us.
And it's stuff that we add, that now these pans, we'll use those for years.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and we still have the stock pot that we used 2 years ago.
Yeah, the spoons that we bought for it. And now we bought we're getting this new
gadget.
I don't remember what it's called.
I can't wait to see what this thing is. So it's something to measure the sugar content in the sap. And we ordered it today, so we're going to give it a shot, see how it is, and we'll let you guys know. And that might be something that comes up. So we're reading a lot of reviews, and a lot of people seem to like them. It should be here, Monday? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
So
it's a refractometer.
Okay.
So we're getting
Yes.
We're scientists now.
We're going to get a little technical on this and actually make sure we get the sugar content to where we want it.
Because the website that we follow gives us a temperature and a sugar percent.
Right.
And so now we're gonna
make sure we hit it this year.
Yes. So we're excited.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. We'll have to test the stuff.
I know we have to test the stuff that we still have from past.
Yeah, and
boilings.
test the stuff that we have current and see where it's at.
Yeah, so we'll see.
So it's $20 investment.
Yeah,
it's $22 I think.
Yeah.
You and I were both going back and forth. It's like, oh, this has got to be expensive. I'm like, just freaking buy it. It's $20.
So we'll see.
Yeah, we'll let you guys know how that works out in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
because we should. So we're on to the final boiling.
Yeah,
stage.
we did stop.
Yeah,
and we're gonna now let it sit. You did put that in the garage, right?
Yes, it is in the garage.
And so now, we just got to a point where it's like we just need to be done.
Mm-hmm.
We're all hungry. We're all tired. It was cold, and to step away and be able to come back and go, "Hi, Sap," instead of going, "We hate you, Sap."
Yes.
So
it was 2 days of boiling. It was yesterday, Saturday, and then today, Sunday, and we were doing. God, I got up at 7:00 both mornings.
Mm-hmm.
I think Sunday we finished at 4, and then we ate dinner because we were done. The girls were done.
Yeah.
And they were hungry.
And the fire kept going out. And
so it was. We were running out of wood, and I had to start splitting stuff.
And steam.
Yeah.
We were running out of steam.
Yeah. So we got it to where we wanted to, and then last night I was out there till about 9.
Mm-hmm.
So the neighbor came over. So Saturday night, it was about 9 o'clock. Neighbor came over. We hung out for half hour or so, and then closed everything up and made sure the fire burned out to where I could walk away from it, and we're good to go.
Yeah, but it's always interesting because sometimes, I mean, we all do it, where you go to the store and you go, "Oh my God, I'm not paying that price." But then sometimes you do it and it's like, okay, I understand why some things are expensive. Like at not like the grocery store, but like homemade farmer's market type stuff. It's like, okay, I get it.
Right. So I mean, I have just between today, Saturday, I have, what was that? 7 to 9, so there's 14 hours.
Mm-hmm.
And then 7 to 4 today. So yeah, I mean, you're talking 30 something hours.
Yeah, and there's still going to be hours and hours yet.
Yeah. Well, 14 and then another, 9 today.
Yeah.
So 20 something hours. Just standing by a fire.
Right.
And then we're not even done yet. We still got another probably couple hours to go.
At least, yeah.
To finish this up.
Yeah, which we are not at all complaining. Just
no.
It's
a ton of work.
Yeah.
But you start to realize that my time is worth something too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So you want to tap your trees, knock yourself out.
Yeah.
But be prepared.
Yeah, because that's why we stop at a certain point. I would love to have hundreds of gallons of sap.
Oh yeah, and just keep working at it.
And just keep doing it, but we just can't right now.
Yep. Yeah, it's a full-time gig, and I'm not
We're just
ready.
a small production, not even a production. So, it's fun though. It's kind of nice to have this be like the year opener.
Yeah.
Like now this is what it feels like to do stuff after not doing a whole lot over the winter.
Right, because that's always when we start the sap, that's when summer kicks off.
Yeah.
Or spring kicks off for us. That's like the first thing we do every year.
Yeah. And it is kind of nice not going anywhere this spring. Like, we really enjoy the workshops.
Yeah.
Like, we got a ton of stuff out of the workshops.
Yeah.
And I don't regret going at all. But it is kind of nice to be like, okay, this is the year that we're like, just here.
Yeah, and we have some projects we want to get done.
And we still want to go places and see people.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah.
It's like on our schedule.
Right. And we would like people to come see us as well. We had some people show up for the rabbit class. We also had some people show up for SAP.
Yeah.
One of them was a neighbor that came actually for the rabbit class. Wanted to come for the rabbit class but couldn't make it. She was here for the chicken class.
Yep.
She came yesterday with her son and hung out for a while, I would say. Kind of during the rain, because we did get rain.
Yep.
Kind of learned how to do it, and then she started asking some questions, so she might start tapping trees next year and see what she gets. And then we had a long-time listener who found us through Farmers Kind of Life, from what we were saying.
Yeah.
He stopped by today with his family. That was fun.
Yeah, the girls loved it.
Yeah.
They were off playing at the pond like almost the whole time.
Oh, yeah. So that made life
Yes.
really fun today. Yeah. So I do appreciate you. So Justin, thank you for showing up with your family.
Yep.
It was awesome to meet you.
Yeah, we look forward to going to their place.
Yep. We got to go see that baby goat.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that having stuff like that happen when there are times where I don't want to do this makes me want to do this. Because it's like, that's why we started, was to show that, I mean, obviously in Northern Illinois, there is a homesteading community.
Right.
And there are people that want to come together either by listening or actually come together, or at least be able to post somewhere and know that the people they're talking to understand the same kind of issues they're having in the same area.
Right.
Is really cool. And that's why we do this.
Yep. And that's what we initially wanted when we started all this.
Yeah.
Is have the community local.
Yep.
And be able to chit-chat and bounce ideas off each other. So.
And know that if anything ever really happened, you would have people that you could turn to and
absolutely
help out.
We're building that network, and we want that network. You need it in a place like this.
Yep.
So, but yeah, it's a great weekend. Great couple weekends. I'm looking forward to many, many, many more.
Yeah, maybe not as tired.
Right.
All the time.
But we got to start the garden seeds pretty soon.
Yes. Yeah. Peppers are this week. I got to start my hot pepperoncinis.
Yep.
I learned that the hotter the peppers, the earlier you should start them. So,
okay.
I got to do that.
Cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
And then we got to figure out what we're doing with the garden this year. I know we got that really good tiller. What the heck is that thing called? A broad fork.
Yes. The only thing I'm unsure about is I want to put the weed guard down. But then I don't know how it works to put the rabbit poop on top of it. Like, I'm assuming rain goes through it. So the nutrients from the manure should go through it.
You're going to have the cut opening, so you just drop it around
just
the cut
drop it around. Yeah, so.
Yeah. You have that really nice weed guard, too. We got to get down.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, because last year was a weedy mess.
Yes. Yes.
Because we didn't tarp it at all.
No. So we've had our garden tarped all winter long.
Yeah. Which some of it's still kind of flapped up, and it's amazing how this stuff is, like, still...
Oh, it's still there?
I mean, I don't know.
No, we'll check it out.
Yeah, so...
It is what it is.
We're still learning every year.
I mean, the garden's nothing special. It is literally cut into the grass.
Yeah. It's not pretty.
No. But it works. So, yeah, that's what we have.
So we're kind of here. So if you ever feel really bad about how your stuff looks, you just come here.
Exactly.
And you go home going, well.
Yeah. Yeah, you can walk around our mud pit for a while. Oh, my God. So,
that's all right.
Yeah. It's all in good fun.
Yep.
But I think that's what we got for you guys this week. We appreciate everybody who's listening.
Yes.
And don't forget to check out those show notes and the links to where to find us and everything. Check out the Etsy page. We do have some stuff for sale on there.
Yep. More stuff soon.
Yep. We'll add stuff there next week or two.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Yeah.
But we'll catch you guys next time.
All right. See you on the homestead, where something is always growing, eating, or cooking.